Brook clearance. Good afternoon. Air Transat 1487 ready for pushback at Bravo 4. Brook Tower. Good afternoon. Azerbaijan 3472 is on approach. Air Transat 1487 cleared for pushback. Azerbaijan 3472 cleared to land runway 34 right. Ground. Air Transat 1487 ready to taxi.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention as we display the safety features and procedures of the aircraft in case of an emergency. During an emergency, please remain in your seats with your seatbelts fastened and your seats in the upright position. In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling and should be placed over your head. If there is smoke in the cabin during the evacuation of the aircraft, the walkway emergency lights will display to the exits which are located here and here. In case of an extreme emergency landing, you will be instructed to get into the brace position, which is executed by placing your head between your knees with your hands over your head. We would also presentation.
Brook clearance. Good afternoon. China Eastern 9013 ready for pushback at Bravo 8. China Eastern 9013 cleared for pushback.
Ground. Azerbaijan 3472 requesting taxi to the gates.
Dynasty 1364 cleared to land runway 34 right.
Azerbaijan 3472 taxi to gate Bravo 4.
China Eastern 9013 taxi to runway 34 left.
Brook clearance. Good afternoon. Saudi Air 7273 ready for pushback at Charlie 2. Saudi Air 7273 cleared for pushback. Brook Tower. Air Transat 1487 ready for takeoff runway 34 left. Brook ground. Saudi Air 7273 ready to taxi. Saudi Air 7273 taxi to runway 34 left.
Brook ground. Dynasty 1364 requesting taxi to the gates. Dynasty 1364 taxi to gate Bravo 8. Brook Tower. Good afternoon. Asiana 6490 is on approach. Asiana 6490 cleared to land runway 34 right. Brook clearance. Good afternoon. Cathay 8741 ready for pushback at Bravo 3.
Air Transat 1487 line up and wait runway 34 left.
Brook Tower. Good afternoon. Air France 3014 is on approach.
China Eastern 9013 line up and wait runway 34 left.
Air France 3014 clear to land runway 34 right.
Cathay 8741 taxi to runway 34, left.
Brook Tower, good afternoon. Sky 12904 is on approach.
Air Transat 1487 cleared for takeoff runway 34 left.
Sky 12904 clear to land runway 34 right.
China Eastern 9013 cleared for takeoff runway 34, left.
Saudia 7273 line up and wait runway 34 left. Saudia 7273 cleared for takeoff runway 34 left.
Brook clearance, good afternoon. Continental 9063 ready for pushback at Bravo 9er.
Brook ground, Asiana 6490 taxi to the gates.
Continental 9063 cleared for pushback.
Brook Ground, Air France. 3014, requesting taxi to the gates.
Asiana 6490 taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Alitalia, the 583, cleared for pushback.
Brook ground, Continental 9063 ready to taxi. Brook ground, Sky 12904 taxi to the gates.
Brook Tower, good afternoon. LATAM 994 is on approach. LATAM 994 cleared to land runway 34 right.
Brook Tower, Cathay 8741 ready for takeoff runway 34, left.
Alitalia, the 583 taxi to runway 34 left.
Sky 12904 requesting taxi to the gates.
Brook Tower, good afternoon. Qatari 3356 is on approach. Qatari 3356 cleared to land runway 34 right.
Air France. 3014, taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Brook clearance, good afternoon. Check 1529er ready for pushback at Bravo 1. Check 1529er cleared for pushback.
Continental 9063 taxi to runway 34 left.
Air France. 3014, taxi to gate Bravo 9er.
Brook ground, check 1529er ready to taxi.
Brook Ground, LATAM 994 requesting taxi to the gates.
Check 1529er taxi to runway 34 left.
Brook clearance, good afternoon. Europa 1455 ready for pushback at Bravo 7. Europa 1455 cleared for pushback.
Cathay 8741 line up and wait runway 34, left.
Alitalia, the 583, line up and wait runway 34 left.
Brook ground, Qatari 3356 taxi to the gates.
Cathay 8741 cleared for takeoff runway 34, left.
Brook ground, Europa 1455 ready to taxi.
Alitalia, the 583, cleared for takeoff runway 34 left.
Continental 9063 cleared for takeoff runway 34 left.
Delta 6760 cleared to land runway 34 right.
Brook clearance, good afternoon. Qantas 7119 ready for pushback at Alpha 5.
Europa 1455 taxi to runway 34 left.
Brook Tower, good afternoon. Air Transat 4560 is on approach. Air Transat 4560 cleared to land runway 34 right.
Qatari 3356 taxi to gate Bravo 1. Brook Tower, check 1529er ready for takeoff runway 34 left.
LATAM 994 taxi to gate Bravo 7.
Saudia 3029 cleared for pushback.
Qantas 7119 taxi to runway 34 left.
Brook ground, Saudia 3029 ready to taxi.
Brook Tower, good afternoon. Atlas Air 2750 is on approach.
Brook ground, Delta 6760 requesting taxi to the gates.
Atlas Air 2750 cleared to land runway 34 right.
Aeromexico 8767 cleared for pushback.
Sky 12904 taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Brook ground, Air Transat 4560 taxi to the gates.
Brook Ground, Aeromexico 8767 ready to taxi. Aeromexico 8767, taxi to runway 34, left. Brook clearance. Good afternoon. Lufthansa 3429er, ready for pushback at Bravo 10.
Check 1529er. Line up and wait runway 34, left.
Air Transat 4560 requesting taxi to the gates.
Europa 1455, line up and wait runway. Three four left.
Delta 6760 taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Brook Tower, good afternoon. Vietnam 2758 is on approach. Vietnam 2758, cleared to land runway 34 right.
Brook ground. Lufthansa 3429er, ready to taxi.
Brook ground, Atlas Air 2750, taxi to the gates.
Brook Tower. Good afternoon. Ulnrapon 2206 is on approach. Ulnrapon 2206 cleared to land runway 34 right.
Brook clearance. Good afternoon. Saudia 3857, ready for pushback at Charlie 3.
Saudia 3029 taxi to runway 34 left.
Brook clearance, good afternoon. Turkish 6971, ready for pushback at Alpha 1.
Brook Tower. Good afternoon. Lot 8064 is on approach. Lot 8064, clear to land runway 34 right.
Brook ground, Vietnam 2758, requesting taxi to the gates.
Lufthansa 3429er, taxi to runway 34 left.
Brook clearance. Good afternoon. Boliviana 7133, ready for pushback at Alpha 2. Boliviana 7133, cleared for pushback.
Brook Tower. Good afternoon. Sunwing 1910 is on approach. Sunwing 1910, cleared to land runway 34 right. Europa 1455, cleared for takeoff runway 34 left.
Qantas 7119, cleared for takeoff runway 34 left.
Check 1529er. Cleared for takeoff runway 34 left.
Brook Tower. Good afternoon. Aeromexico 6204 is on approach. Aeromexico 6204, clear to land runway 34 right.
Brook ground. Saudia 3857, ready to taxi.
Turkish 6971, taxi to runway 34 left.
DHL 6344, cleared to land runway 34 right.
Brook ground. Ulnrapon 2206 taxi to the gates.
Boliviana 7133, taxi to runway 34 left.
Brook clearance, good afternoon. Kenya 5571, ready for pushback at Alpha 3.
Brook Tower. Aeromexico 8767, ready for takeoff runway 34 left. Lot 8064, taxi to gate Bravo 10.
Vietnam 2758, taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Air Transat 4560 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Atlas Air 2750, requesting taxi to the gates.
Brook clearance. Good afternoon. China Eastern 2263, ready for pushback at Charlie 4.
Sunwing 1910, taxi to gate, Bravo, 3.
Kenya 5571 taxi to runway 34 left.
Saudi 3857, taxi to runway 34 left.
Brook clearance, good afternoon, Speedbird, 9025. Ready for pushback at Bravo 6. Brook ground, Aeromexico, 6204, taxi to the gates.
Ulrapon 2206, taxi to gate, Charlie 1.
Atlas Air 2750, taxi to gate, Charlie 3.
Brook clearance, Azerbaijan 3473, ready for pushback at Bravo 4.
Brook clearance, good afternoon, Turkish 8873, ready for pushback at Alpha 4.
Brook ground, DHL 6344, taxi to the gates.
Aeromexico 8767 cleared for takeoff runway 34 left.
Aeromexico 6204, taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Type 5210, cleared to land runway 34 right.
DHL 6344, requesting taxi to the gates.
Azerbaijan 3473, cleared for pushback.
China Eastern 2263, cleared for pushback.
Turkish 8873, cleared for pushback.
Brook Tower, Saudi 3029, ready for takeoff runway 34 left.
Brook ground, Turkish 8873, ready to taxi.
Brook Tower, good afternoon, American 6812 is on approach. American 6812, cleared to land runway 34 right.
Brook ground, Azerbaijan 3473, ready to taxi.
Brook ground, China Eastern 2263, ready to taxi.
Turkish 8873, taxi to runway 34 left. Speedbird 9025, cleared for pushback.
Dynasty 1365 cleared for pushback.
Azerbaijan 3473, taxi to runway 34 left.
Brook ground, Speedbird 9025, ready to taxi.
Brook ground, type 5210, taxi to the gates.
Dynasty 1365 taxi to runway 34 left.
Brook Tower, good afternoon, All Nippon 5178 is on approach. All Nippon 5178, clear to land runway 34 right.
Brook ground, American 6812, requesting taxi to the gates.
Brook Tower, good afternoon, Jordanian 3630 is on approach.
China Eastern 2263, taxi to runway 34 left.
Jordanian 3630, clear to land runway 34 right.
American 6812, taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Brook clearance, Asiana 64901, ready for pushback at Charlie 2.
Speedbird 9025, taxi to runway 34 left.
American 6812, taxi to gate Bravo 6.
Type 5210, taxi to gate Bravo 4.
DHL 6344, taxi to gate Charlie 4.
Saudi 3029, line up and wait runway 34 left. Saudi 3029, cleared for takeoff runway 34 left.
Lufthansa 3429 cleared for takeoff runway 34 left.
5178, requesting taxi to the gates. All Nippon 78, taxi to the Alpha 3.
Brook Tower, Turkish 6971, ready for takeoff runway 34 left. Turkish 6971.
33, ready for takeoff runway 34 left. Boliviana 7133, cleared for takeoff runway 34 left. Ready for takeoff runway 34 left. Southern 4857, clear for takeoff runway 34 left. Brooklyn, 3630, taxi to the gate.
Brook Tower, Kenya 5571, ready for takeoff runway 34 left.
3630, taxi to gate Bravo 8.
Kenya 5571, clear for takeoff runway 34 left.
Ready for takeoff runway 34 left. Zambia 3473.